Oh, just getting it ready. Hi, I'm Dan Dewey. This is the 1994 Fleetwood Flair you guys have been looking at. And I was just getting it swept out because the floor's in there, and I got to get a rug. That's for sure, because it's got brand new flooring. This flooring, it's got a laminate surface on it, and it interlocks together. And I get it so it's all one piece, rather than have any barriers between the doorways. So when you sweep it, it's easy to sweep all the way out. And this piece right here, I put this in here about 6 months ago right there because I wanted to test the product out, see how it's done. And we had record snow, record rain, everything this year. And look at that thing. This is the original piece that I set right there. I'll be redoing all this with new stuff, but I actually did test this product out, and that's been the same one right there. And underneath that flooring is this right here. Very special padding. Makes it more cushiony, and plus it cuts down on all the sound and stuff, you know. This stuff I got from my friend Jack. He works at a Par Lumber, and the boss said, hey, have that friend of yours come and get this. We tore out the bed of a Par Lumber delivery truck. This was actually riding around in Portland for about 12 years hauling stuff. So this was like, you know, I took it all in, and I've made all kinds of things out of it. It's called Ipe. Well, it's known as ironwood to a lot of people. But it's really tough stuff, and I'll be finishing this out. This is the type of stuff that we were doing. So when you see all these window frames, it's from Par Lumber. It was the back of their truck, Ipe. Come on in. Here we have the same frames that I was just talking about, made out of Ipe. And it's got quilted sapele. All the cabinets in the whole motorhome have that beautiful quilted sapele. Very special stuff. And up here, the same type of cabinet, see? All throughout, and inside of all the cabinets, they're all wallpapered to match the wall, and the ceiling matches the ceiling. All of them, all the way through. Over here, above the driver's seat, we have the same cabinets. Yep. Plastic bottoms, wallpapered. We didn't do the tops because the way the curves come down, you kind of lost it, but we did the best we could. And here's a built-in Sony speakers on both sides. And there's a power right back in here, and there's a power outlet in that one. And you can probably see the, yeah, maybe I'll give it a quick start. Well, it always starts up like that. There we go. That's a Sony, one of those that has all the stuff you need, you know what I mean? That's all I know about them. These windowsills, this is probably the most prized possession of the motorhome because of the work it took me to do this. This is like 3 or 4 days of work for me to make this thing. It's all the handmade trim all the way around, all built in. See how it comes down? It's supposed to look like one goes behind the other with this type of a woodwork frame. Is that better? All the way down the windowsill on this one, made out of good solid wood. This is all Honduran mahogany and Douglas fir. Cupboards the same all the way through, real pretty. Like I say, we still have trim pieces up, but basically it's done. Like that's the thermostat right there. Gotta get that put on there. Over here, same upper cupboards, same thing. Got power source here. Wallpapered on the inside. This is clean. My wife is kind of fanatically clean, but that's okay with me. Another custom-made windowsill to fit this window right here. Full-size sink in here. It had a smaller one. This is a stove, the burners, and coming through here, the dining room closet. You can put your coats and stuff in here. It's all wallpapered, just like everything else. Same built-in windows, window dressings basically, and the cupboards all lined on the inside. And Kathy even put this bearskin rug on here that we got probably 15 years ago. She'll never bring it out because she doesn't want it to get dirty. So consequently, it never ever gets used. Back in here is the bathroom. All new plumbing. The whole thing has new plumbing, by the way. You know, everything was necessary. It's gone, and this is back. And I put this grab bar in here because I've gone around a couple turns after I got it from the toilet when Kathy was driving or vice versa, and we got something to grab. It's nice and solid, but right behind here I made it so this will lift out if these three pieces are removed, and then you can get back to your plumbing if it should ever freeze or something. That way you got that protection. You get so much more with this than you would. I know this thing inside and out now. I believe I had this whole thing ripped out completely. Okay, oh, check this out here. Same thing, all the base cabinets are all lined with the plastic at the bottom as well. And the countertops, you'll see them here, 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 here. Inside the bottom of the drawers, and we also have it's already cut for the surround of the doors, so the inside of the drawers are either going to have matching Formica like here, and also we just passed the dining room back here. Going back here, the dining room table, it is Formica to match all this here. That'll go right in here, but we just have to screw a couple holes. It's all made. So I guess that's about it for the inside. This is all clear Douglas fir, and I redid the insides with a plastic, and there's some more underneath there that's plastic because these actually rotted out. I didn't know they were rotted when I bought it, but they were rotted out underneath because the water was getting out from the bottom and splashing on it, and it dry rotted it out. And there's been a couple places that dry rot, but we got that all taken care of. Anyway, it's really been a work. I love this thing, man. Kathy and I were traveling in a different motorhome. We like these 22-footers because they're really easy to maneuver around in. You pull into a 7-Eleven or stop to get a hamburger if you want. But we've got this when we were in Mexico, and it was a Fleetwood Flair too. It was a 22-footer back in the day. And anyway, we redid the door with the matching mahogany, all book matched mahogany throughout the whole thing. This is all cut from the same log. This is the way you do the interiors jets. God, it's just beautiful stuff, man. Anyway, I wanted to show you this door. This has a lot of compartment storage in it. My wife Kathy, she painted the insides of them, put some carpet down. There's some on the other side too, so that's all nice and clean now. We got the new wheels, and on the way a few days ago we were going to pick them up because we missed the post guy, and we got hit by a truck broadside about 6 blocks from here, but that pretty much screwed up our whole day, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and the lead glass, oh that's right, we showed you that on the inside. Got the new lock in. We've been checking all the light fixtures all the way around and making sure they're all working like this one here. Kathy's got new lenses for them, or new lights if it needs it. This holds a spare tire. We took it off because it was all gooked up, rust all everywhere. Like everywhere. We've just taken everything off that we can. And on this side here and the other side there, we have new trim made. It hasn't been painted or anything yet. We just screw that on, and we have cat pieces up there. This is why I didn't really know how to fix that, you know? I'm pretty darn good at straightening stuff, but that was just a little too much, so we just went out and had some made. Like a lot of stuff. We've had so much stuff made. It's been a long process, but you know, it's been worth it. Of course, I forgot to talk about the most important thing. The first thing we did was the roof. I bought a very, very heavy duty. It's a 60 mil. This is some tough stuff. I haven't trimmed this part because it's going to tuck down inside of here, but it's all waterproof. It has been for all this time. But anyway, got a bed there. I got new roof vents, new skylight, new whatever those wind things are called. Or you can just call that good stuff. Yeah.